Hello guys and welcome back to episode 2 of my horse ranch let's play. Currently right now I am with Lucas on this Sunday morning. His siblings actually left early this morning, so it is like 7 I think. My bad, it is 5 and they left early this morning, and so he is calling the horses up to come and get something to eat, and here the horses are finally coming. So he's just gonna get his usual responsibilities that he has to get done completed. So after the horses are done eating, he's gonna go to the garden and make sure that everything is ready so that Miss Isabella can just pick up the plants and doesn't have to worry about like weeding or spraying any bugs. So while the horses are still eating, he's gonna head over to the garden. Currently right now Lucas is in the garden and he is taking care of the bugs. It looks like that is the only thing he has to do in the garden for today, so that is lucky him basically, because he doesn't have to do any weeding at all. So after he's done with this, he's gonna head back to the horses to see if they need anything. But let's go ahead and catch up with Olivia because I saw her awake. Currently right now Olivia is in the kitchen grabbing some breakfast. She's decided to grab some leftovers and she's trying to hurry up so that she can get out of the house before her dad even notices that she is gone, because it's usually her free time, but sometimes if her dad sees her doing something, he like doing absolutely nothing, then he will basically tell her to go and practice some more. So she is trying to go on a leisure ride basically with Midnight before her dad even thinks about trying to make her do something. So she's gonna finish eating and head to the stables to see Midnight. We have caught back up with Olivia, who is with Midnight. She is actually talking to Midnight right now, telling her you did super beautiful at the race yesterday and you scored first place, and Midnight is actually super happy, but she is asking Midnight if she would like to go for a relaxing ride this morning, and Midnight is saying absolutely she would love to do that. And so they're gonna head over to this lovely ride, and it's the only time that she can do a leisure ride since her dad is not awake yet. So she's gonna try and sneak one in so that her dad doesn't see her at all today. But that is what she is going to do. So I'm going to catch up with the rest of the family as my girl here goes on a relaxing ride. Lucas is grabbing that one plant that looks like it has weed on it, and while he's doing that, it looks like Storm Dancer came to him while he was in the garden. But in a few minutes, Miss Isabella is actually gonna also walk into the garden. Miss Isabella just walked into the garden and saw that Lucas is over there, so she is probably going to go up to him and talk to him and ask how his morning has been, because she knows that Lucas usually wakes up in the morning really early. And then she's also going to ask, I see that my daughter is not in the house. Is she practicing for a competition or something? Miss Isabella is currently right now talking to Lucas, asking, have you seen my daughter? She is not upstairs. I was wondering where she's at. And Lucas is saying, I saw her go out with Midnight this morning. I think they're going for a ride, but they should be back soon. And Miss Isabella is going to say, hopefully she is back before my husband notices, or else she's going to be in some trouble. Miss Isabella doesn't mind as much if Olivia takes free joy rides, but her dad does care. But let's go ahead and see. Hopefully William hasn't noticed that her daughter is gone yet, or if he has, he isn't caring much about it. Currently right now, William is actually in the office. He is sending some documents to some investors because their company is making more money, so he is getting more investors for the company. So that is basically what he is working on. But let's go ahead and catch up with Miss Isabella, who should be downstairs in the nectar area. All right guys, so we are back with Miss Isabella. She is in the basement as I thought, or in the cellar room I guess, and she is making more nectar. I think she's going to be doing this for the whole entire day, but she's making different flavors today, so we will see. We will probably get to see her putting it into the case, but let's go ahead and look at the case to see how much she made from last time. So here is the case. This is where she usually puts all of the nectar to age. There's another one over there, but currently from yesterday she was able to fill up one and a little bit of the second one, so she is definitely got a little bit more to do, and then she will be happy with what she's got for today. But we're going to go ahead and catch up with Olivia, who should still be going on her relaxing ride with Midnight. We are catching up with Olivia, who has just stopped on her relaxing ride, and she is talking to Midnight. Midnight is actually a female, as I just found out, because I did not know what a mare was. I just thought it was the male version, but turns out it's not. It's a female. But as I said before, Olivia is talking to Midnight right now, talking about the competition and how she did super, super well. She is happy about it, and she cannot believe Midnight did super beautiful and everything. And she also is talking to Midnight, letting her know she is so happy about this relaxing ride because she enjoys it. And Midnight and Olivia both enjoy this because it's not so much pressure on them, and they just get to ride for the fun of it. Olivia is also going to tell Midnight maybe one day they'll just get to ride for the fun of it, for just freedom and not competition like she wants to. Olivia's dream is to eventually stop with this riding and just get to ride her horses for fun. She just wants to take care of horses and also be run her own equestrian center like Sienna has, just so she can do her own thing and be free with the horses without actually having to do competitions and be super stressed like her parents want her to be. And she really thought about it for a long time. As you can see, her face is kind of reminding her of all of the stuff her parents are making her do and everything. She's not happy with it. But we did just notice that Midnight did go ahead and leave a little bit of manure on the ground. So we're going to go ahead and actually clean it up, because it would be rude of us to leave it here. Olivia has finished picking up the manure, and now she is just giving Midnight some love and attention so much, and I think this is definitely making her feel happy. But it is making her very happy, and it is also bringing a lot of joy to Midnight. Way to just walk in between them, random lady. But after this, she is going to head on Midnight and head back home because it is getting late in the day. Olivia has just arrived and brought Midnight back home, and Lucas is telling her, hey, I hope you enjoyed your leisurely ride. Your parents are actually looking for you. I believe they're in the kitchen, and they wanted me to tell you to come in once you got here, so I guess I'll see you around. Olivia has made it back into the kitchen as her mom is starting dinner, and her mom is telling her, hey, Olivia, why don't you go up to take a shower and come back down? I should be done with dinner once you are done. Your dad and I want to talk to you about something that we just found out. And so she's going to say okay and head into the shower and be back in a few minutes. So they just finished dinner, and Olivia and her parents are sitting here. William and Isabella are actually going to tell Olivia that Sienna just called us and told us that they are moving the jumping competition, which used to be on Sundays, to Wednesdays, just to spread out the competition for a little bit. So it looks like we'll be participating in both, because usually we only do the barrel. But now that they've moved it to Wednesday and Sunday, we'll be participating in both. So it looks like you will be back training with Midnight for the competition on Wednesday. We are super, super excited for this competition, and we cannot wait to see how well you guys do with this competition. I know it's new to you guys, so no worries, but I'll be rooting for you for sure. But do try your best. I want you to be practicing all the time and stop with the leisure going out and taking relaxed walks. You don't need it. It's not going to help you. So go ahead and make sure that you guys focus on getting ready for this competition. All right. And they are Olivia's basically going to say, okay, thank you, Dad, and head on upstairs to head to bed because she is super upset with what she's heard. Currently, we are here with Lucas, and he just picked up manure. He's actually going around to pick up all the manure in the house, and then he's gonna head to the kitchen for some food. Lucas has just finished picking up all the manure. He's grabbing some of the chili that Miss Isabella had made and left out for him to make sure he got to eat some, and then he's gonna put the rest of it away in the fridge before it goes bad. But once he's done, he's gonna head to sleep because it is midnight and he's got an early morning tomorrow. Good morning, guys. It is Monday or Tuesday? I'm not sure, but it is morning, and actually it's Monday. And we have Lucas here. He is taking care of Storm Dancer because Midnight is asleep, but I think she just woke up, so she is going to come out here in a second for Lucas to also take care of her before Olivia comes down and starts practicing with her, because Mr. William told her that Olivia is going to be practicing for the jumping competition, so prepare Midnight also as well. Right after Lucas finished with Storm Dancer, Midnight came out, so he is taking care of her by brushing her and also making sure her hooves, I'm not sure, but to make sure that her hooves are also clean. Once he is done with that, she's going to make sure she is well fed and drinks a lot of water before Olivia gets out here to take her for some practicing for jumps. Olivia has just come downstairs to the kitchen to grab something to eat after her mom has finished making a nice fruit salad. She's going to talk to her mom a little bit, but she definitely looks upset about the competition, but she's just going to eat and head on out there to do some practice with Midnight. It almost looks like she didn't even say much except for good morning to her mother and then didn't even say much. So you can definitely tell that she's upset about the competition, but she has nothing she can really say about it. So let's go ahead and head on to the track. Right now, Olivia is talking to Midnight and she is saying she is just letting Midnight know the plan. We're going to do some jumping practices until a little bit late into the night today, probably the usual time of 7:30. And then that is it. And we'll get to go inside and go for a rest. Is that good with you? And I think Midnight is saying that's definitely fine. And she is going to go ahead and hug Midnight. And then they are going to go ahead and get started on practicing for the jumps. Currently right now, Olivia is practicing some jumps with Midnight, and we can see Storm Dancer back there. She is actually just playing with the toy, but the rest of the family are up to other stuff. But Olivia is just going to keep practicing, and we'll see how she goes with that. Miss Isabella is out here in the garden telling Lucas, you did very good for the last few weeks. I think why don't you go ahead and take the rest of the day off, Lucas, and do whatever you want. I am done for the day as well, so I will be going to take a relaxing day, so you should do the same as well, all right? And so Lucas is going to say thank you so much, Miss Isabella, and he is just going to go ahead and enjoy relaxing for the rest of today. On the last jump with Midnight, Midnight hit the jump, and so Olivia just went ahead and fixed it, but she thinks she is done for today, and she is actually going to go ahead and take Midnight, and she is going to go to this little place that she found a while ago when she heard someone talking about it during a competition, because she knows that her parents don't know where she's going, even though she might get in trouble for it, but she is going to head over there. So I'll see you guys when she gets there. So Olivia is on the trail. She is walking with Midnight, enjoying this relaxing ride. And she is actually going to get up here and see this amazing sight and see the waterfall and everything. But she's going to notice Lucas. What is Lucas doing over here? And so she is going to actually walk over here with Midnight just to see if she can go ahead and see what is going on. So Olivia and Lucas are enjoying the sights and enjoying the clouds while they are here. And Olivia's going to say, I didn't know you knew this place. And Lucas is going to say, yeah, it's actually one of my favorite places to go. The water over there is beautiful. Sometimes I will come and swim in it on my day off. But Olivia's going to say, what are you doing here anyway? And Lucas is going to say, so your parents gave me the rest of today off since your mom said she doesn't need me anymore and your dad doesn't really need me. So really, I just thought I'd come here and enjoy the sights, and apparently so did you. And Olivia's going to say, yeah, I took a break, or as I'm calling it, I basically ended practice for today. Once Midnight hit that jump and it kind of went south, I thought, why don't we just go ahead and end it for today? And Lucas is going to say, you're actually doing really good, as much as your parents are putting so much pressure on you. You're doing so well that even though they don't know it, I think you should at least know it. And Olivia's gonna say, Lucas, can I tell you a secret? And he's gonna say, of course, go ahead. And Olivia is going to tell Lucas that she actually doesn't want to compete. Competitions are not her thing. She just likes taking rides with Midnight, and she just wants to do that. But her parents don't understand that and are not gonna let her just take a nice little joyride with Midnight a few couple times a day. They just won't allow that. Even though that is what she wants to do, it's just not going to happen. And Lucas is going to say, you need to believe in what you want, and you need to just worry about your passion, because I see you have passion for competition, but you also need to just let yourself enjoy your joy rides and just shoot for what you want. Lucas is going to say, so what do you want to do if you don't want to do competitions? And she's going to say, I just want to own my own ranch and start my own ranch and have a little equestrian center like Sienna has. I just want to do that. But my parents won't even let me do that, let alone even sometimes go to the equestrian center just so I can talk with maybe even Sienna and ask her if she can mentor me. And maybe I can do what she does too. But she's going to basically give him a sad face. But she's basically going to say, I don't think my parents would ever let me do that, because if they did, then it must have been when our company went south. But they basically want me to become this great competition horse person, but I don't want it. And I don't know how to tell them. And I just want to follow my dreams. Lucas is going to say, I definitely know what you mean by following your dreams. I'm actually following mine right now by helping your parents and this business actually be able to run a company like your parents have, which is why I've actually been mentoring under your mom. She's been helping me make nectar, and even if I don't sell it worldwide and just sell it in the town that I live in, that is totally fine. And Olivia's going to say, that's actually a pretty good dream. My parents would never allow that to happen. She's going to actually tell Lucas, that's actually a really good dream. My parents would love to know that is your dream someday, even though that is not what I dream about doing. And she's like, it's totally fine. But she's going to say, I think midnight is definitely telling us we should head on home. Would you like to go? Would you like to hop on? And we can go ahead and ride on. And Lucas is going to say, if that's okay with you, yeah, sure, I'd love to hop on. So they're going to go ahead and head on home, and I'll see you guys there. Good morning, guys. I'm back on Tuesday with Lucas, and Lucas is actually taking care of the garden right now before he heads out to the horses, because Olivia will be getting up soon to start doing the competition, because the competition is tomorrow, so she's probably going to be working extremely hard today. So she is going to be waking up very, very soon. Olivia has made it into the kitchen with her breakfast that she is basically eating. She just finished actually eating the chili. She's gonna head out to do some practicing for jumps with Midnight, but it looks like her mom just walked into the kitchen to make some breakfast for her and her dad. So she is just going to head out there after she probably gives her mom a big hug.
Maybe.
Olivia is currently right now hugging her mom and saying, good morning, Mom. I am going out to do some practicing for the jumps for the competition with Midnight, so I will see you later. And her mom's like, all right, dear, practice hard. Olivia is out here with Midnight. She is having a talk with Midnight to let Midnight know what's about to go down, and to let her know there's no need to be nervous after our fail yesterday. I think you're doing very, very good. And she is giving her some much needed love for sure, because Midnight loves getting her neck scratched and rubbed, so she definitely likes that. But she's going to go ahead and head on, and they are going to get their jumping practice started for the competition. They are, of course, intensely training since the competition is tomorrow, but it looks like the first jump made Midnight a little bit scared, but Olivia reassured Midnight and let her know that everything is going to be all right. So they are going to continue practicing, and I'm going to catch up with William and Isabella in the kitchen. We are catching up with Miss Isabella and William in the kitchen, and currently right now Miss Isabella is telling William, I saw you stayed up late last night, everything okay with the business? And William saying, just the investors, they want sale numbers and stuff, but we haven't really made any sales since right now we are just trying to get all of our wine to be finely aged. All of them are currently right now lightly aged, and it's not really going to sell well for the people, so we want to make sure that it's finely aged, but they don't understand that. So that's basically what's stressing me out, but hopefully I'll be able to change their mind tomorrow. I have actually invited some of them to come and see Olivia competition, so hopefully she does very well, but I will see based on that if they will hopefully understand what's going on and be able to explain that to them. And of course Isabella's like, that is beautiful, and they're basically going to do some floating in the kitchen here while they are doing that. I'm going to catch up with Lucas, who is actually in the basement doing some nectar making. Lucas is making some nectar. He actually just finished making one right now, so that is great, but he's going to be making nectar for most of the day until Olivia is done with her practicing, so that he can make sure that Midnight is ready for the competition tomorrow and everything is taken care of and that Midnight is happy. But he is just going to be making more nectar for Miss Isabella and also cleaning up after to make sure that all the nectar is good. But of course we just saw him slip a little, but it looks like he slipped in the nectar maker, but his skill is definitely getting up there since his sister did teach him how to do nectar making for sure. But I'm gonna go ahead and catch up with Olivia and Midnight and we'll see how that goes. I think that one is the trash one, and every time I see it I get so scared because it's just black and it's just, that's what it is. But apparently it's like one of the really popular nectar making flavors, so I'm not gonna judge it. Right now we have Miss Isabella, who has come into the garden to grab some of the plants that she is going to need to make nectar for herself. She is actually going to be making some since her husband told her that the investors are coming. She wants to make sure that they are going to have some nectar to drink and enjoy basically the competition. But what she is also going to do is notice that the plants, some of them has bugs on it, and so she is going to let Lucas know and to make sure that Lucas comes up here to take care of these plants that have bugs all over them. Lucas is currently out here in the garden taking care of what Miss Isabella wants, and you can see Storm Dancer racing to come to Lucas. He is definitely enjoying being near Lucas a lot, and so he tends to go into the same place that Lucas is at. But it looks like he's actually sad, so we might actually have to do something about that and see what's going on. So Olivia just set up for advanced jumping, and that is because Midnight actually got to level 6 jumping, so she is doing fantastic. And definitely, I think Olivia is definitely proud of her and gonna give her a very big hug right after they are done practicing this, and also going to make sure that she is doing fantastic. But she definitely wants to finish early today, but I think she's gonna not let her dad know that she is finishing early today. Currently right now, Olivia is feeling a little bit sad because Midnight did go ahead and fail one of the jumps, but she's actually going to use this as a time to stop and just go on a relaxing ride with Midnight once she is taken care of. Currently right now, Midnight is drinking some water, and so once she is done, she and Olivia are just going to go on a nice relaxing ride before her father notices that she stopped practicing. Olivia is currently cheering up Midnight because Midnight was upset and sad that she did not make that last jump, but Olivia is cheering her up and telling her it's okay. She did great on the other ones, and it looks like it was enough to cheer her up, so they are going to go for a relaxed ride. So I will see you guys in a little bit. But they are currently having dinner together. It looks like William is done with his, so he's gonna get up and he's actually going to have a early night because he's a little bit nervous about what is about to go down tomorrow. So Olivia just got back from having her relaxing ride with Midnight, and Lucas is saying, "Oh, you're back. Do you mind if I have a chat with you about something?" And Lucas is gonna say, "After talking to you down by the waterfall and in the countryside, I've been thinking, and I think you were right. We should definitely follow our dreams. And I know you may not be able to follow yours because your parents are kind of like standing in your way, but I wanted you to know that I will always be here for you in case you want to talk or anything like that. I am here to listen, and you don't even have to worry about it. I will, of course, keep it secret from your parents, and you do not have to worry about anything. If you're feeling sad or anything, don't hesitate to come to me. I am here for you whenever you need it." And Olivia's going to say, "Thank you very much. I feel like I definitely need that. I've only really had Midnight because my parents never really listen to me when I want to tell them something, but it's also hard to just tell them when I'm ready to tell them stuff. So this is definitely helpful." Lucas is going to say, "Actually, there's one more thing I also wanted to do. I wanted to give you this gift. It's actually a gift so that you know to always follow your dreams and that our dreams are always the same." So he is going to do that, and she's going to say, "Thank you very much." and they are going to go their separate ways because it is getting late in the night. So I will see you guys on competition day. All right, guys, it is that Wednesday, and Olivia has woken up. She didn't go to sleep that well. She's actually woken up stressed. She's been thinking, and the competition is getting to her. Everything's basically getting to her, and she's like wrestling these emotions she has inside of her. She's like, what should I do? Should I tell my parents I want to do this? Or what should I do? She's just not sure what to do, and she has been battling with everything to figure out what she wants to do. And it's almost like she's thinking about possibly not even going to this competition, but she just doesn't know what to do because she's stressed. It's affecting her sleep a little bit, and she's just been talking about it with herself, and she's like, I don't know what to do. And she, of course, doesn't want to go and wake up Lucas right now because she just doesn't want to affect his sleep, even though it's affecting hers right now. And she's starting to get extremely stressed about it. And it's starting to show in her face, definitely for sure, about how stressed she is. And she doesn't want to just go out to see midnight about this because then it might make her stressed as well. So she's definitely feeling a lot of stuff. But I am going to leave this episode here, guys. You will have to come back next time to find out what happens between Olivia and her parents, Olivia and Lucas, the competition, and everything else. But I will see you guys next time. I hope you enjoyed this episode so much that you consider hitting the subscribe button and that bell icon to get notified when I post new videos. Love you guys so much. Bye, guys.